Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Anno 1800 and Eden Burning, the scenario that we are currently playing. So we are having a small problem with our jornaleros. It seems that we are more or less running out of fish, at least here, or they are very slowly filling back up. Let's check out. Yeah, no, it seems that we're running out of fish. Let us check the stores just to be sure. Yeah, we have 4 tons. It is greatly increasing, apparently. And tools are increasing as well, so hopefully this situation is going to remedy itself quite quickly. But there's not much we can do except expand over here, which we already did. There is some more fish over here, which is just outside of range. So another fishery might help us out, but then of course that is also going to decrease the water quality. So that is just going to be a problem. We just kind of have to wait. The problem is also already kind of rectifying itself. Tools are coming back in, fish is slowly coming back in. We do have the tool factories. We are stable at air quality, so that is okay. And soil, as always, has not been a problem quite yet. So let's see, we don't have any more items to put in. It has been a week since my last video. I've been focusing on other things, and of course it's Christmas, you know, family obligations and all of that. New Project Zomboid update came out, so I've been wanting to focus on that a little bit as well. Meanwhile, the Lumberjacks is finished. It has nothing left to grab, or nothing left to mine or to cut down, I should say. We, of course, can get some more. There is still some trees over here. We can get 17 tons if we build it over here, and I think that's just what we're going to do. It's not a lot, so before long this is going to be out of trees to cut down as well. There's still a fair amount of trees to be had around the island, so I'm not worried yet, though of course we do have access now to the foresters' huts. We did plant 2 of them. We could plant 3 more of them, actually, and these are replanting the trees. Right? It's just a little bit troublesome. Or it doesn't actually seem that this area is increasing in the amount of trees that they're planting down, which is kind of interesting. Right, it's not a separate resource, I imagine. That would be kind of strange. But no, it is not. Alright, so that's interesting. Maybe because we are still cutting down trees, and it says there are 8 trees within range. Not enough cultivation area available. That's interesting. Like 15 trees every 15 seconds. Right, so maybe he doesn't replant them quite as quickly. Because they're kind of planting them and cutting them down at the same time, right? This is every 15 seconds, and this is every 15 seconds as well. So essentially, this is going to be maintained as it is right now. Similar thing over here. So, I don't know what we want to do over here, but we could actually plant another forester's hut, except we don't have the population to do so. That is slightly problematic. Now, we do have one more item we could put into the town hall. We already have reduced needs of work clothes, fedoras and tools, as well as fish, plantains, drip coffee pots, atolis and tortillas, which is pretty much all the needs they have, except for the buildings, which provides their service in a radius. And also that is pretty well cared for, I think. Now, water quality is decreasing, and there's not much we can do about it. We could do some more trash filters, of course. We do have a trash filter over here. We do have the sunrise coral over here as well. But then this is not being affected by anything. But I don't know. I don't think that is as efficient as I'd like it to be. I just don't know if there's anything else we could do. Like marine biologist, this would get us extra fish. We would need more workforce, but we get extra fish. Right, like every once in a while it will produce extra goods. The advanced trash filter I don't know. It just doesn't seem quite as beneficial, I would say. Now, I think what we really want to do is just start to, like a refined water distiller. No, we need water purifiers. Those would be super good to have, but we don't have the atole. And we will not get that until later in the game, once we reached at least over 300 obreros. Which means we need to increase the population, which means increasing the production of pretty much everything, which means greatly decreasing quality of air and soil, which is just really unfortunate. Let's see, aqua farm, fish eggs. This is persistent, that would be super nice to have, but of course that is not to be. We could do a limited use aqua farm, and that will help, I guess. Advanced soil sampler affects crop farms. Like everything is stable except water right now, so that is something we would need to work on, but something else that would be useful. Let's see, is mathematician, recycling expert, reduce needs 20%, workloads, fedora and tools. Even more, but that's again a late game kind of thing that requires stuff we don't have. Right, we have refillers for iron deposits and other deposits, dietary advice, increased consumption, but then we are provided with atole. Like that would be super nice, because then that means we would not need to make that whole production chain, right? We just need to make enough tortillas. We need to basically double our tortilla production, but that is a mid-tier production facility, so that would be okay. But honestly though, I just want something that decreases the eco-quality impact. Like this will be the way to go, I guess. And it will be 2 this, 10 that, and okay. I think actually that's the way to go, because we can still fit one in here. We just need some stuff to make that work. And we cannot put it over here. We cannot affect these two together, but this one would be affecting 2 fisheries. So that might be okay. But we don't have the herbarium. That is really unfortunate, because if I remember correctly, we need 2. Yeah, we do need 2, and that is just really bad. There's no easy way to get extra herbarium though. Right, so that is just really unfortunate. There's nothing for it but to start upgrading our population. I've been hesitant to do so. Or actually maybe we would wait until the scaffolding is done, because that takes about 5 more minutes, or a bit less than 5 minutes.
Wise to take time
and that will be really nice, because then we have the population that we're using here right now, which is like 600 people, right? And we could start upgrading some obreros. Like we have the population, we can feed that population, it's just working on different things right now. And also, maybe after this we need more obreros, and that would work out perfectly. Because then we could upgrade some obreros. We will get access to the other things that we need to make. But really, it's all about, well, we need to make concrete as well. Like, it's tricky, there's so many things to consider. It is not easy. And meanwhile, the quest that we need to get... what is this? We could click here on something. Right.
I was assured that the Perforians had taken everything with them. You have a good eye.
Huh.
Perhaps there is yet more to be found.
I don't know what I just grabbed, though. Dynamite. Iron reposite refiller. Ah, interesting. That is super cool. Alright, so we could go around this area and maybe find different stuff to use. Treasury, the room is empty. Research center. Okay.
The Perforians used to stockpile their resources here. When they fled, my people searched, but found nothing. They took everything with them.
Interesting. Alright, so we could refill this one if needed. We don't need it right now.
We enrich the forest soil with controlled burning and plant a variety of crops and fruits among the remaining trees.
Alright, so I think we're doing pretty well, all things considered. Like, water quality is still decreasing, but not at a super large rate that we should be worried. Like, it's not anywhere near this exclamation point. So I think we're going to be okay for that, and also our people pretty much almost have everything except for the tools that they need. We need 500 obreros to get the atole. And we need those for upgrades as well, so one of these upgrades would be super useful. Basically extra tortillas, then they get atole, which means every atoll that we make, we can spend on upgrades. I think that would be super useful to have, so we're going to go for that. We're just going to buy it. We're not going to slot it in, but I want to have it. So for that we need 5 tons of this, and we needed 10 tons of corn, I think.
Coordinates plotted.
Because I could easily double I could easily double the production or output of these guys. Right, that would not be a problem. Like, what do these guys affect? They water quality impact. Yeah, that's a bit rough. That is a bit rough. Because that is the thing we're struggling with the most. I was hoping air quality, but no, it's water quality.
New orders, Admiral.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to get it. I'm just going to put it in storage for now.
Keep her constant.
And once we get to that point where they want atole, then we'll slot it in. At that point we should have more than enough people to double the upgrade or the production of everything. Right, this would take 20 minutes to clear out and 300 people. We don't have those people right now, but it also doesn't really matter. Right, and the perforating generator, this is the air quality. Again, also doesn't really matter. It takes an hour and 40 minutes to destroy, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, we are super close. 20 seconds. This is a milestone. It really is. Really, really is. And after this, the tools will fill up quite a bit more, I think. Let's see, 5 seconds. Nice. After that, we can start becoming a bit more productive with our population again, I think. Phase 1 complete, so let's finish it.
The first phase of the project is
There we go.
complete. A promising start.
That looks cool. And huge as well. So, what do we need for phase 2? 30 minutes, again. We need tools, bricks, steel beams, which we are still not making yet, and we still need obreros, but this time we need 900. That is insane. Well, we have a lot of people though, so that's not really a problem. We just need a bit more, but of course that would also require us to have more fisheries and stuff. Like, it's just, I think more or less it's a race. Like, we need to turn off some things, turn on other things, and that way we just need to keep pushing forward. So on this point with these jornaleros, I think it's just time to start upgrading some more houses. Right, until we get to the points where we need to have fedoras, concrete, as well as a hospital. I think maybe upgrading these houses that I just did will be enough. We are making a lot of money though, but we're not really needing to spend it on anything. Is the problem. The only currency that is really important is materials, and it is the economy, like the ecology quality. It's just, yeah, not easy. Not easy at all. Let's see, we are getting super close to the population we need, I think, but maybe we need to upgrade a couple more houses. We'll upgrade these two. And we'll upgrade these 6, I think. Ah, but there we go, we already have it. Never mind. Alright, atole, we're getting super close to that as well, and as well as an oil refinery. First of all though, let us start with a hospital. We need to take care of a population, and by just building it over here, we basically covered the whole island. So that is really, really good. Now for this, I'm assuming we're going to need concrete, but for now they want fedoras. We need water quality impact, alpaca farm, right? And then we have felt producer, we have the palm tree plantation. This is not a problem. We have the population and it just impacts the soil quality. This doesn't impact anything. It's just this is a problem. How are we on... Like, alpaca wool is actually increasing, so we don't need to build an alpaca farm. I think just making a felt producer will be good enough. This produces every 30 seconds, every 30 seconds, every 30 seconds. So we need these two buildings and that building, and we will be good to go. Alright. Later on, I should dedicate a section of my island to the production of trees. I think we might as well make it this section right here. But for now, we are going to put down a felt producer. We are going to put down a Fedora weaver, and actually that one fits in here just perfectly. And how many palm trees does this need? It doesn't say here. But we can go around the back here, so actually this would be fine. If we place this down right there, just 64, that's not that many. Alright, so we'll fill up the space we need. There we go. And now we will be starting the production of fedoras. And it doesn't come at the cost of anything. This doesn't impact anything. This, well, actually the soil quality is going down a little bit, but we're at plus 37, so that is absolutely no problem. Meanwhile, we should probably also begin clearing these ruins. It's 20 minutes, but we have population left over, so that is not an issue. Concrete, meanwhile, is definitely going to be more of a problem. We need air quality impact. We need a limestone quarry, which actually doesn't impact anything. That is good. This impacts the air quality by minus 15. We're stable, so we cannot really afford that, and this is another minus 15. So this will greatly decrease the air quality. We are taking care of this. This is the soil quality. This one, though, is the one that we really need. But then also there are other things we can do. We have a lot of items for air quality still unused. Right, eco quality impact, industrial toxin filter, yeah, we have that. There's some other items that we could get. This one we could not get, that one we cannot get, but this one, well, this is the other thing we don't need. Industrial chemist. Productivity plus 10, eco quality impact minus 20, workforce needed plus 20%. But this one would be super nice to have, except we don't have
Life is great.
the herbarium we need. But photography
we
requests. These are easy. Forester's huts. Easy money. Nice. Exactly what we need. Alright, we'll take a picture and we'll submit it.
Of course.
And now we have the herbarium we need. And we'll put those in here. And what was it that we wanted? We wanted to have the industrial chemist. 2 herbarium, 10 tools, 10 drip pots.
You can rely on us.
Alright, 10 tons of tools, 10 tons of drip pots. As for all goods, we needed 2 herbarium.
Coordinates plotted.
We'll send it over to the harbor. What's happening? That sounds like a sickness taking place, and this is a hospital. Ah yeah, hospital cart is coming over. We have an illness over here, and we have a doctor visiting here, we have a doctor visiting there. So right off the bat, this illness is being quashed. That is really good news.
Stations.
Industrial chemist. We need the extra workforce, but I think this is okay. Right, we'll get that into our hold. We'll sail it over back to our harbor, and then we can slot that in right over here, where we also have the advanced industrial toxin filter. We need extra workforce, but the eco quality impact is reduced by minus 30%.
You should go sit in the shade, boss.
Which is fine. Like, once we have enough bricks, we could turn that off, I guess.
Stand aside, boss.
The tool factory, we need to keep these running.
Shoes.
Not much we can do about that. But as we go along, there are things that we can turn on and off. Meanwhile, we can put her in. This will affect all of these buildings. The productivity will go up. We need actual workforce, so we'll see our workforce go down. But then eco-quality impact is reduced further, so that will be down to -50 total. Which means that now air quality is actually increasing again. This is still going down, that's not great, but this is still doing really well. And our population is still looking more or less healthy as well. Now we can upgrade this. We are going to need more brick farmers, I think. Let's see, how much... Yeah, we only have a bit of clay. We could make more, but again, that comes at a cost. What do we need? We need obreros for this. This doesn't pollute anything, but this pollutes at -5. Which actually we just balanced out. Which means that is possible, but of course we need other things that also pollute the air.
You can rely on us.
Is there anything else that we could do to reduce the... this is kind of cool. Makes the forester huts go faster, but we don't really need it. Industrial toxin filter. And we could do one of these to balance out the other negative multiplier. It's not a multiplier though, it reduces it. But we have one that goes from -20, this one is +20, so we could greatly boost our production of certain things. For the same kind of, like this would put air quality back to neutral. But we'd get a ton more of everything, which means we would get more of this. More bricks. Right? And then we could get a clay pit. And this one would basically be able to fuel these two, and we would get more bricks for the same price. I think that would be a good way to go. Productivity, equal quality, like +50 is also okay. What else is there? Productivity -25%, workforce needed -30. Basically, yeah, that's not great. I think for now we'll go with this one, which means 5 tons of wood and 5 tons of
Ready the ropes.
tools. Pretty cheap as far as these things go.
Keep her constant.
But we need the extra bricks, right? We need the extra tools. It's a very useful
They don't bring some
thing.
first.
All right, we need more wood production. Now we could get a lumberjack hut over here. That's like 100. Like, and this warehouse is not doing all that much, right? We don't even need to build the forester until later, because it's basically keeping up with the rate of cutting things down. So that is not at all a problem. Which one was it? That one. We'll get it for now. It's part of the problem, but the problem can also be part of the solution. We need it. We do actually need it. And also we can scale that up with many other buildings as well, of course. You know, every heavy industrial building is going to be affected by that. So it would help with the production of electrical cables. It will help with the production of bricks. It will help with the production of concrete if we put it there. So overall, that's pretty good. There we go. So now we're at -2. Okay, so that has slightly more impact than I imagined. -3 now. And it's -5. Like at some point we're going to have to turn off these fisheries, right? I think. Especially this one. This one is having a big impact on the fish. And how much fish do we have right now? We have 57. So maybe we can turn this one off for now.
Hey, vaca!
Right, and that's going to turn this neutral again, or increasing even. And when the fish goes down, we'll resume fishing. So we need to keep an eye on that. That is something we need to keep in mind. Now this air quality is actually going down quite a lot. Because now they're producing double as well, because they're going up to the 200%. That is something I need to keep in mind. Actually, they're going up to 220%. Which does mean we will get a lot of bricks very quickly. And after some time we're going to have to turn them off, because we are also going to need, or we're going to have to take out that item, but we need to keep a good quality overall. That is really my goal. I want to do, like, it's going to take extra time, sure, but I need to conserve the quality of my islands. I don't want everything to go to hell, because it's also going to affect productivity, and that's just no good. So what else do they want at this point? Right now they want the atoll. What do we need for atoll? We need corn. We have that. We need sugarcane, which just impacts the soil quality. That is fine. And then this one doesn't impact anything at all. So actually, well, this is -1, -1. We can easily afford this. We don't even need the item that we made. That is really good news. What do we have? This is the drip coffee pot production. We should actually turn this over to here as well, though. Okay, air quality is going back to stable. Not entirely sure what changed. I guess maybe this one was full and then it stopped working for a bit and now it's going down again. So I think that's what's going on here, is the productivity stops and starts with the delivery of these goods. But for now, let us focus. Let's see, what are we doing with corn? Corn is going down, so we will need one of these corn farms. I am okay with that. We'll just build it over here. Now we can also make tractors. We don't really need them though, but we can basically double the production here as well at the cost of oil, but then oil is also going to pollute everything, so not necessarily great. Let's see, atoll, 30 seconds. This one produces every minute, so we will need another one of these. Or, of course, like I said, we need to upgrade these farms with tractors. And that means oil. But again, that is not what we want to do. So, we're ignoring that for now. We'll put down a sugarcane plantation, which also needs 64 ton, 64 squares. Ah, that's already it. And then we need an atoll maker. Oh, that's a large building. We'll build it... Let's see, we'll build it over here like this. And then we could put another farm over here if we need it, and we can drag crops out into this slot, in this spot. That will be fine. We'll also put down a road to go all the way around, but then these two buildings and that building will all feed directly into the atoll maker. Which means now, let us say we don't want to distribute the atoll, because the atoll is actually stuff we need to get to the better quality. Like we need 20 tons of cables, we have 35. Those are all free. We are not making extra cables, which is a problem. We need to have a look at what it costs to make cables, right? Like this is soil quality, caoutchouc, that is fine, no problem. This one actually doesn't cost anything, and this one has air quality impact. Air quality right now seems to be the most unstable. So that is the first thing I'm probably going to want to get. One of these is going to be permanent. That's the Forester Seed Collection. That's permanent. We do need the herbarium though, which is a problem. We don't have the herbarium yet. Right now, I guess we have 1 ton of herbarium. Yeah.
Stations.
Alright, so that is a problem. We're going to have to wait for herbarium to come in. But once we have that, that's going to be absolutely fine. Alright, so this is being overwhelmed. Maybe we should put in another warehouse. Just a bit of maintenance costs. So it is actually absolutely no problem to put one down. And now they can kind of split the delivery between these two. It doesn't pollute anything, and minus 10 taxes, but look at that. Look at what we're making. Look at this money. Money is not a problem. Taxes are not a problem. It's just managing the ecology here. Right, and this keeps going between stable and unstable because this is just being overwhelmed as well. And this one is missing goods, so we need to have the clay deposit. And we need to hook that up. And I don't know, this is actually not reaching anything, so we are going to need an extra warehouse over here as well. We'll slot that in, just like that. And we're going to want to get some quests. Unfortunately, I cannot ask for them. And I don't think we can make herbarium. We just kind of need to find them, but I don't know. Like, we might be able to get some from the Milestone ruins, but I don't know how to open these. And I haven't seen an item that would allow me to open them, I think. Right? So here are the 3 things we really want to buy. The Forester Seed Collection, which is persistent, which means it's available right off the bat if we want to try the scenario again another time. The same thing for the water purifier, and the same thing for the aqua farm fish eggs. Now, for now, we have enough fish, right? It is not a problem. And I'm surprised by how much fish we still have. So I guess they're not completely running out. Like, they're kind of like regrowing a little bit. Well, that one is empty. This one still has a lot. That one still has a lot. So I guess they're kind of repopulating a little bit, but that's going to stop being the case once we get to this point and water quality goes to hell.
You can rely on us.
Meanwhile, maybe we should try and actually go over to this island and see if we can find a new clue about opening these ruins, because I do need the herbarium. That would be a great opportunity. Right, so we're not continuing the construction of this because we don't have the population. It's really unfortunate, but there's not much we can do about it. Alright, so we're also running out of iron. Alright, this is still producing. But, yeah. We would need to rebuild this, which costs our population, our general population. I think I'm okay with this for now. It also keeps our air purification quite stable. But now, actually, we are making a toll. But if we're not able to spend it, I might as well deliver it to my people. Right? I might as well make everyone happy and give them everything they want. Because also it is going to increase our population. We're going to get more obreros. Now that we have obreros, maybe those are the people we need to open the ruins. I have no idea. And concrete. But what do we use concrete for? We don't need it to build this. We didn't need to build it. We didn't need it for any of these. Well, I suppose this is what we're going to need for the dam in the 3rd construction phase. For right now, we're not going to need it, but I guess we're going to need it for when this phase is complete. And we also need to think about making steel, which is made here. And another thing that affects the air quality by a lot, which is terrible. And then we also need coal. Coal we might have enough of. Stable. Oh man. Like, we need it. So I'm going to have to build it at some point. But I'm just trying to... I'm trying to put it off for as long as possible. And I'm not building a nice looking area either. I'm just trying to fit everything into the radius of this building. Like here it would still be affected and it could be kind of in the middle. Oh, man, I don't know. Entrance is shut, yeah. But how do we open it? Like, maybe there's a hint in these blocks. But if so, I don't really see it. And I doubt we need to go into first person mode to solve this quest. So we could give it a try. Actually, this takes us to our main island. Alright. That's not helpful.
Make sail.
Alright. What to do? We still have steel beams for now, and everything else is being produced. We just need the population to start working on everything, essentially. Everything is stable, everything is kind of going up, so we could get extra population, actually. Fish might be a little bit of a problem. Still. Let's see, where does this influence extend to? Yeah, okay. We'll drag these out here. And we'll drag out a little streets over here. That's some extra houses, some extra people. Like, really, I want everything to be within range of this particular town hall, or as much as possible, at least. Yeah, there's not much else we can do unless we stop the production of certain things to get a population back, and then put everyone to work for half an hour. Well, actually, we do still have this one. This is 4 seconds. That is perfect timing. We will get population back from this as well. Boom. And we got bricks and tools.
This is where they hanged my nephew. It was a week before we were allowed to cut him down.
Oh, that's horrible. More bricks. And steel. Nice. So how much population do we have right now? 430 out of the 900. So, well, actually not even that. It's a bit problematic, isn't it? It would be really nice to get rid of this one as well, but like, that would be super helpful. But look at the time necessary on that. That is crazy. We might as well flood it underwater, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe we do need to remove it. But if we start this, everything is going to run at half speed, I think. Or obreros. Wait, what? Ah, it's an obrero workforce. Never mind. That changes things. That changes things a lot. I overlooked. I thought we were still working with the jornaleros. But no. Look at that. That is perfect. Now we should have the population we need to start working on this. Or we will have very soon. Well, we don't need these for a lot of jobs. Right? We need the jornaleros to produce all the food and the basic items. Well, I guess we need fedoras as well. Though, actually, who really needs fedoras, right? But I think this is going to balance out. We need to keep an eye on our production of all of these items, but I think we'll be okay. Now then, we have been playing for some time already, so I'm going to be putting a cut in here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.